In the first half of the screencast for Program 4 of Unit 7, we discovered that the mystery function decreases as we pass in higher and higher values of x. Let's look at a few of those values so that we can see precisely why this causes a problem. We'll look at the values of the function at each end of the range, 0 and 5, and also at the midpoint, 2.5. The first guess is 2.5, which yields a value that's too low, 6.25, instead of the target of 10. We can see that goal-seek should continue by looking between 0 and 2.5, since the value 10 is between 6.25 and 25. But instead, goal-seek continues to explore between 2.5 and 5. Why? That's because we told goal-seek that the value of the function at 5 was too high. That was the high limit. If 2.5 was too low and 5 was too high, we should explore in this range. The problem, apparently, was just in our telling goal-seek that 5 was the high limit and 0 was the low limit, when in fact it's the other way around. It seems that we should be able to get the program working correctly if instead of calling 0 the low limit and 5 the high limit, we specify the reverse. Let's try it. In this case, we do immediately find a correct answer. But this is no solution. Here we're relying on the user to decide which order to place the arguments. Here's a better idea. We'll let the user call a function called goal-seek that looks just like the original one. But this new version of goal-seek will only put the arguments in the right order and then call the actual function we've already written. We'll now call that one goal-seeker. We'll call the two limits passed in, limit 1 and limit 2, since we don't know which one is the high limit. We'll start our program by finding out the function values at each of those 2 points. Now there are a number of possibilities. If result 1 and result 2 are in the correct order, and target is between them, we'd like to call the original goal-seek function in the usual way. Remember, our new version is called goal-seeker. It uses the same function. The lower limit is the first limit that was passed in. The upper limit is the second that was passed in. The target is the same, and the error is the same. It's also possible that the function values are in reverse order, with target between them. In this case, we'd like to return the result of calling goal-seeker, but with the limits reversed. Finally, it's possible that target is simply not between the 2 limits that were given. In this case, we'll return none to say that no answer was found. Here's our test. If we put the limits in correct order, we get an answer. If we put them in the correct order, incorrect order, we still get an answer. And if we specify limits that do not contain the target, goal-seeker correctly tells us that there is no answer. The function has been fixed.